Bum 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 bum. What's going on, WSPL? This is your commissioner, Chuck Colorado here, bringing you Week 5 WSPL GBA action. This is Week 5. The Wash-ington Ro-tomskins, currently sitting at 4-0, are coached by yours truly, Chuck Colorado, and they are going up against the last place, having a woeful season. The Cincinnati Arcanines sitting at 0-4. So 4-0 versus 0-4. Doesn't mean a thing, though. As far as preparation goes for me, I still went through the proper preparation, if you will, for this match. I'm facing the Cincinnati Arcanines, coached by my buddy Frank Rattini. We go way back to the days of St. Domitilla versus St. John Vianney basketball. He is also playing under the name Slayer65, in case you didn't know that. So let's hop right into this match. Let's not, take forever on this video. Try to keep the talking to a minimum, but give you a good amount of strategy and kind of what I was thinking. So the World Cup is going on, and USA just won today, so that's really cool. But besides that, let's start into the team preview here. And we're going to go right into a little team preview. The music needs to be turned down, as it always does. This is a common theme in my videos. So my plan, or team preview, let's go. So I'm expecting a defense, especially defensive Gardevoir. He's been running that. Mega Scizor, who is a constant problem for me. Tyranitar, who I think is more offensive. A Garchomp. Gengar, who has been switching his moveset around every week, and a Blissey, who has been, it's kind of a Gen 1, Gen 2 set, to tell you the truth, because it's carrying high power, low accuracy moves like Thunder and Fire Blast, like things like that. So I have standard Bisharp going, a physically defensive Rotom, my big boy, Big Quaggy, especially defensive Togekiss, Megazard X, and the Latias with 3 attacks and Defog. Expert Belt Latias. So pretty standard Ro-tomskins team. I'm going to lead off with Bisharp because I expected him to fully go into, or fully lead with a Blissey or a Tyranitar, because that's what he's been doing. And he'll set up the rocks with either one of them. And I have Charizard, who takes 50% from rocks upon entry. So I figured he might want to get those up. So I'm going to get a lot of offensive momentum right off the start and set up a substitute as he goes for the Stealth Rocks. I do carry Brick Break on this Bisharp, specifically for Tyranitar and Blissey leads. So I'm going to go for a Brick Break here. I have no reason to over-predict. He's going to bring in Gardevoir, who 4 times resists that. That's going to do absolutely nothing, which is fine because next turn I can go for an Iron Head because I am behind a substitute. So I'm just going to hit him up with that Iron Head and take out the Gardevoir. I get an early lead. So things do cause me some problems, though, as you'll see. So he's going to bring in Mega Scizor. I'm just going to hit him up for some damage because I'm still behind his sub. I mean, why not? That does 20%. All my attacks do 20% to this thing, as you'll see. So I want to get out of here because this is Bad News Bears. And I'm going to go out into Mr. Defense over here, the unaware Quagsire, who is going to take a lot from that X-Scissor. I mean, it's an X-Scissor for Mega Scizor, but Bullet Punch is resisted. I'm not sure if Frank knew that, but I'm going to go for a Scald here, trying to get a burn on this thing and cripple it. I think after this next X-Scissor, I'm going to recover, I want to say, as he switches out. So I'm going to keep Quagsire at full health because I need him to come in on that Scizor. We're going to trade Earthquakes here. He does get a crit, but it still only does 40%. I knock him down to around half with that Earthquake, which is awesome. And I'm just going to go for a Toxic here because I know I can recover stall this thing if I really want to. And like I said, I want to keep my Quagsire around for full health. He hits me with a Dragon Tail, which is a good play on his part, getting my Quagsire out of there. Latias is not a favorable matchup because I can't kill it from that range, and he has Dragon Tail. He doesn't pursuit trap me, which is awesome. I'm very lucky that didn't happen. I figured I'd take the risk. Frank is going to Swords Dance right here as I recover, and I don't think Frank knows about Quagsire's ability, but look at this man's face. Does this man give a fuck about a Swords Dance right now? Look at this man. He is happy as shit. He wouldn't know a Swords Dance if it came up and smacked him right in his derpy face. So, let's go back to the match. Quagsire does not care about that Swords Dance because he's unaware. But Frank does carry the Roost, so we're going to get into a stall war here. Finally going to get a burn. That's really going to cripple this Mega Scizor. And I don't think he has any Heal Bellers on his team, except for maybe that Blissey. But like I said, I don't think he runs. He runs more of a weird, especially offensive set. So I'm just going to stay in here. I have like max PP on all my moves. I didn't even mean to do that, but I found out I had like 24 Scalds. I was like, okay, I'm just going to sit in here and Scald then, because, you know, why the hell not? So I am fine with staying in here until he wants to switch out. I do get a crit there, but like I said, I mean, my Scalds and my Earthquakes are doing like 20% to him. And he's faster than me, so he can just continually roost. I'm just going to continually go for the Scald in case anything else wants to come in. I would love to get a burn on that Garchomp if it came in. I would love to get damage on the Gengar if it came in. It's going to be super effective against a big Tyranitar. So we're staying in. He can't do anything to me. I cannot do anything to him. Quagsire does not give a shit about a Swords Dance. He is immune. He's immune to the dance. The Lord of the Dance. He's going to go into Gengar finally. He was probably just sick of it. And I'm going to get a nice crit on that Gengar. Hex goes both ways in this match, as you'll see later. Fearing maybe a grass move. I go out on the Togekiss, which is my special wall, but he Sludge Bombs, and that was a great play on his part, because now Togekiss is basically dead. This whole match, I could have stayed in with Quagsire, because I don't think he had a special attack for it. My ground typing does resist poison, but I didn't want to take like a really hard Shadow Ball, you know? I wanted to keep my Scizor around full health for that, or my Quagsire around full health for that Scizor, so... I didn't think Frank would maybe not know about the Sucker Punch. I don't know, he's kind of new to competitive battling, newer. So I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch, but he does switch. And he goes into the Blissey, who is carrying the Fire Blast. Like I said, high power special moves, but low accuracy. And I'm going to hit him up with that big Brick Break. That's specifically carrying for this match. So that's awesome. Now I'm behind a sub, and he goes back in the Scizor, and I'm going to hit him. This is Deja Vu. You've seen this before. Hit him with a Brick Break. He's going to break my sub with an X-Scissor, which is neutral. Because of my dark typing, obviously. And I'm going to go back into Quagsire. And then here we are. So he's just going to roost. I don't know how many roosts he has. He probably has max PP on that. So we're back at square one, except the Blissey is gone. So I don't think Frank wants to do that dance. And I'm going to Scald and just get some damage on this Gengar, which is really nice. He can't take many more of those. I could have stayed in, like I said. I'm going to go on a Roam Wash, even though he's a physical wall. Frank actually is carrying the Pain Split, so he gets a lot of recovery on his Gengar, which is a nuisance. He's going to switch out here. I'm not sure what he feared, but I just wanted to damage that Gengar. I wanted to kill it, and I was okay with letting Rotom go. I didn't really need it. I miss a Will-O-Wisp, as you can see the hacks. He misses the Stone Edge, so hacks on both ends. I'm going to rest here because I figured I could live one more of anything, maybe. Except, I don't know, about a Dragon Claw. I am Resto Chesto. He's going to crunch. Still not doing anything physically defensive. I miss a Hydro Pump. I'm just going to get damage on this Garchomp. Like, burn it or get damage on it. If the Gengar wants to come back in, I can hit it with a Hydro Pump. Nothing's really going to appreciate it that much. I mean, maybe a Mega Scizor, but... I mean, he does carry the Dragon Rush, which is like 75% accuracy, but it's a super powerful move, so that almost takes me out. Here comes the Scizor. He's going to Bullet Punch. I 4 times resist that. I was okay with sacking Rotom there, but I'm not sure if he knows about the resistances that I have. I'm going to Volt Switch just to get some extra damage. I bring in Latias here, who I don't think can live a X-Scissor, but I'm going to go for the Defog. I was okay with letting Latias go. And he roosts, so now I still have my Latias, which is awesome. I do Speed Tie with the Gengar if it's timid nature. So that was... I didn't want it to come down to that. I'm going to go back into Quagsire now. But ladies and gentlemen, the rocks are gone. The Blissey is gone. Megazard X is at full health. He can come in on full health. So I'm going to go back into Quagsire, hoping he goes into the Gengar, which he does. And then I'm just going to sack my Rotom here. Get it out of the way. So I can get a free switch into... Mega Charizard X, who has coming in not on rocks anymore because the Latias did defog. So we got a full health Megazard X who's going to Mega up, and I'm just going to Dragon Claw. I'll outspeed the Scissor the next turn if it wants to come in. Dragon Claw is going to do a lot to this. It is not a defensive Tyranitar. So the Toxic is going to take him out. And Megazard X is really just being the janitor right here, and he is just sweeping up. He's sweeping up. He Pain Splits there. I don't think he would have killed me with a Shadow Ball. Just because I was at such high health. But I don't know. But he Pain Splitted there. But, I mean, Gengar isn't going to live a pistol attack from this thing. There's no way. Bullet Punch for some damage, but that about wraps up the game right here with a Flare Blitz. So that is Week 5 action from your boy here. Frank switching up his moveset a little bit, getting a little better. I like what I see. So we're going to end this video right here, so I don't waste any more of your time. I will see you guys in the next week. Later.